We are going to see a very interesting project of voting system using Raspberry Pi and IoT. So in this project we are using the technologies like a fingerprint sensor, RFID reader, touch, keypad, camera, and then IoT, Internet of Things, mobile application for the project of voting system using Raspberry Pi. So let us see the project components first. The project consists of a Raspberry Pi 3B plus board. So this is a OS board computer. It's a Linux computer. We have the Raspberry Pi board here, and it is connected with camera. So we have the webcam connected to the Raspberry Pi through USB connector, and then we have the fingerprint sensor. So this is very compact fingerprint sensor with the inbuilt storage and algorithms. So this fingerprint sensor is connected to the Raspberry Pi through serial port, and we have the RFID reader. So this is 2.4 GHz RFID reader. So we are using this reader to detect the ID, that is a voter ID. Voter ID is given in terms of keys. So this is the keys. There are 10 keys, one key is master and others are user key, and 2 keys invalid in that. So by using this we are going to identify the voter ID, and this RFID reader is connected to the Raspberry Pi through SPI communication. And then we have the touch keypad. By using this capacitive touch keypad, we are going to select the options like voting or result or candidates using this touch keypad, and also we can directly click on the GUI and select. We have both the options, and we have the mobile application for getting the result remotely. So we have the mobile application, and also we have the IoT. We are using a Adafruit IoT here for getting the details of the voting candidates and to which party he voted. So these details will be stored in online in the IoT server, the internet connection to the project, and we can access the Raspberry Pi through remote SSH using VNC viewer. So by using the VNC viewer, we can access the Raspberry Pi desktop and run the code applications. Okay. So now let us see how we can connect with running the code. We need to use a terminal inside the Raspberry Pi desktop. Okay. So here we have the keys. Okay, we have the 10 keys, and 2 keys are invalid in that, and 8 keys are there, and 1 key is master key, and 7 keys are candidates voters key. Master key can be used for voting and also used for seeing the result. Okay, and fingerprint. Okay, so we have the fingerprint sensor. So for every ID we need to store the fingerprint inside the sensor. So for 0 to 9 we need to store the fingerprints inside the sensor. So for storing the fingerprint inside the sensor, we have the separate code, and also for deleting the fingerprint inside the sensor, we have the separate code. So for that and all, we have the separate codes for deleting the fingerprint and enrolling the fingerprint in the fingerprint sensor. Okay, so we have these are the keys. So these are the keys we are going to use. Okay, so we have the keys here. In these 2 keys are invalid. For difference, I am using a different types of keys. These 2 keys are invalid keys, and these keys are voter's key, and this key is master key, and also you can vote. Okay, so these are the keys we are going to use for the project. Okay, now let us connect the Raspberry Pi board to the system laptop using VNC viewer. So I am just opening the VNC viewer in the system. Okay, before this we need to activate the hotspot with the given username and password. So the Raspberry Pi will be automatically connected to the hotspot by given username, SSID and password, and the laptop also should be connected to the same hotspot so that it will be in the wireless network. So after that I am just opening so we have so many Pi boards here. So this is the IP. So we need to give the IP address here. So I am giving the IP address 192.168.43.176. So this is the IP address of the Raspberry Pi, which can be detected by using the network utility software in the mobile application or by using the advanced IP scanner in the PC application. You can either use the advanced IP scanner software in the PC, or you can use the network utility software in the mobile phone. Okay, so it will show IP address. It's scanning here. So this tab is also connected to the same network so that you can get IP. Okay, so now you can see here. So 192.168.43.176 is the Raspberry Pi address, and also you can see there we have the Raspberry Pi address there. So by using this address we need to log in. Okay, so I'm just entering this address in the VNC viewer. Pressing enter will ask for username, password. Username is Pi, and I have given the password also. So we got the desktop of Raspberry Pi. So this is the desktop of Raspberry Pi. Okay, so now we need to run the project. So for running the project we need to go to the terminal and give the command. First I am giving ls to see the list of files. So these are the files available inside. You can also see it in the file menu available, and list of files available in Python. To see the list of Python files available, I am just giving the command ls *.py so that I can see the list of Python files available. So these are the files. For deleting the fingerprint we have the delete fingerprint. For enrolling the fingerprint we have the enroll fingerprint, and this FPS is library, settings is a settings file, and project is the main file which has to be run for project execution, main project execution. So initially what I am going to do is I am just going to delete the fingerprint inside the sensor. For deleting the fingerprint stored inside the sensor, I am just going to give the command sudo python 3 delete fingerprints.py. So by executing this command, fingerprint sensor will delete all the fingerprints stored inside the sensor. So now the enrolled count is 0. Already it is 2 count, now it is 0. Okay, so now the fingerprint sensor is deleted. Fingerprint stored inside the sensor is deleted, and now I am going to enroll the sensor fingerprint. So for enrolling we have the command enroll fingerprint sensor.py. So I am just going to enroll now. So when I click OK, fingerprint will ask for the fingerprint. I am just keeping my fingerprint. So you can see it will check the finger presence for 10 times, and then it will enroll the finger with ID 0. So when you again enroll, it will enroll with ID 1. So if you again enroll, it will enroll with ID 2. So it will keep on incrementing the ID whenever you again and again run the same file. So now the enrollment is done and is checking for identification. So now it is enrolled. So fingerprint ID 0 is enrolled. I am again going to run the same command, and I am going to give the different finger now, so that I will get the enrollment 1. That is second fingerprint can be enrolled. So it is again checking for finger. Now it is enrolling to ID 1. Okay, so it is identifying. So you can see its operation. So after identification, its ID identifies 1. I am just changing my finger to 0. It will show finger 0. Okay, so now I have enrolled 2 fingerprints. Okay, so now I have enrolled 2 fingerprints. So next we can directly run the main project. FPS is library, fingerprint library, so I can directly run the main project. So for running the main project we have the command sudo python 3 project.py. So this is the command to run the main project. Okay, so I am just giving the enter. So initially it will check for Bluetooth pairing. Okay, we need to pair the Bluetooth with the mobile application. So we need to pair the Bluetooth with the mobile application. So first we need to pair. So we need to go to the Bluetooth settings of the mobile and need to pair the Raspberry Pi. So after pairing the Raspberry Pi with the mobile phone, you can open the application provided. That is, the election result is application created for this purpose. So this is the application, and need to select the Raspberry Pi. So it should show connected. When it is connected, the software will open. So this is the testing software. So it is open now. Okay, now we are ready for the operation. So here you can see the voting result and exit, right? So voting, if you press 1 in the keypad, voting will start, and if you press a 2 in the keypad, result will be announced, and if you press the 3, software will be exited. Okay, there is one more option. You can also click here and exit, and click here and vote and result. So we have the 2 options. Either you can control by mouse or by using keypad. Okay, we have the 2 options here. So I am going to use the keypad. Okay, so I am just going to press number 1 so that I can start voting. So this is the 1. So I need to press the 1. Okay, when I press the 1, it will ask for RFID key and press OK. So I need to keep my RFID key. So this is RFID key. So I need to keep the RFID key so that my next screen will appear. If I keep this key and press OK only, I can go to the next screen of the project. Okay, so I'm just going to keep this here, or I can show. I just keeping here. Okay, and I am going to press OK. Okay, so then the voting screen will appear. So we have the 3 candidates here. It can be any candidate. So here also you can use the mouse and click on vote button, or you can press the keypad 8, 6 and 4. 8, 6 and 4 are the keys provided. Okay, so I am just going to press any key. Okay, for example I am going to press 8. For example, we can press any key here. So I am just pressing the key 8. So when I press the key 8, the fingerprint verification will start. So I need to keep the finger here. So I have kept the finger there. So it will verify your fingerprint, and it also compare with the RFID key. If it is verified, if your fingerprint is valid and it matches with the RFID key, that is voter ID key you have kept, then the vote will be successfully registered, and it will be shown here in the status, in the below status, and also it will be shown in the IoT screen. So you can see in the IoT screen it is showing. Okay, so in the IoT screen you can see the status of voting, and also it will be shown in the application. So voter ID, voter name, voter party. So it will be updated both in the mobile application and also in the IoT screen, and also in the status of the window. Okay, so this is how you can vote. If you again try to vote, it will not accept. For example, I am just going to vote again. So I am just pressing the some other candidate here. Okay, again the fingerprint will start. So I am just keeping my finger. So it will check for the finger. I am already voted, right? It should not allow me to vote again. So it will show it's already voted. Okay, so since I am already voted, I am not able to vote it again unless the project is started again. Okay, but the other person can vote. But you need to keep the you need to go back and select the vote option. Go back and select the vote option, or you can press the key 2 so that you can vote it again. Okay, so by using the keypad also we can go and select, or by using the mouse also we can select and vote. Okay, so this is how the system works. So now I want the result. For getting the result, I need to press 3 in the keypad, or I can press result here. Okay, I can press the result button here, or I can press the key 3 in the keypad. So now I am going to press result button here. I am just pressing the result button. So when you ask for result, it will ask you to keep the master RFID key and press OK. So already I have kept the master RFID key. So if I press OK, the result will be published in the mobile application IoT, and also you can see it in the status here. So I'm just clicking OK. Okay, you can see the result here. Since only one vote is registered, so it will show the number of votes for each party and which party wins, and you can see it in the mobile application also. Okay, it will show the result here, and also it will show in the IoT server dashboard. Okay, it will show the result here also. So this is how the voting will be done. So by using this, we have the 2.2 factor authentication, that is we have the voter ID key, RFID key, we have the fingerprint, and only if both the things are matched, the vote will be registered. Okay, and it will be stored in the IoT server, IoT web page, and also it will display it in the remote mobile application like this. And one more thing, when you are voting, to check your authentication, it will also do the third authentication of taking the photo of the candidate voter. Okay, so if you go to the file manager of the Raspberry Pi, you will be seeing the folder called voters. If you click the voters, you will be having the file name stating the voter ID and the name. If you open this, you can see the photo of the person voted here. Okay, so since I have not shown my face, it's showing this like this. Okay, let me check it again. I will turn the camera upwards. Okay, I'm just turning the camera upwards so that it can get my face. I'm just going back to the mobile application. Okay, I'm just going to run the application again. So I'm just going to close the application by pressing the key 3. If I press 3, it will be closed. Okay, now it's closed. I'm just going to run it again. Okay, by using the command. So it's run again. Okay, it's waiting for Bluetooth pair. I just need to pair it again. So I'm just pairing the Bluetooth. So now it is connected and application is opened. Okay, so I'm going to vote. So I'm just going to select the options and vote. It will ask for RFID key. I'm keeping the key. I'm just keeping the key here. Now I'm going to keep the different key. Okay, I'm just keeping the different key. I'm keeping the key here, not a master key. So I'm just going to press OK. It will go to the candidate list. I'm just going to press any. So now this time I'm going to click here. Okay, it will ask for the fingerprint. I'm just keeping my fingerprint. So what will happen? The card, the key, voter ID key is different and my fingerprint is different. So the fingerprint verification will be failed. Okay, so it will not vote. I need to keep the same key and same finger ID, otherwise it will fail. Now I am keeping my finger key and I am again going to try for vote. Okay, it will ask. I am just keeping my finger here. You can see. Okay, I have entered this screen by using the different key, so I am not able to vote now. So I need to go back and click on the vote, and I have to keep the exact key. So the key number will be stored, and then I need to vote. Then only I can vote. I cannot enter with a different RFID and different finger. Okay, so I need to, both should be same. So now you can see it is voted successfully. So you can see in the mobile app also the vote is registered, and also you can see it in the IoT screen also the vote is registered, and also you can see the photograph of the voter. Okay, I'm just going back and getting the photograph of the voter. Okay, so this is the photo of the voter. Okay, so this is how we can do the multi-factor authentication of the voter. Thanks for